When you step on the field, you're the baddest fucker on the planet. And together, we're the baddest fucking team on the planet. And that's the way we're gonna attack every fucking day. I don't care who walks into our building. I don't care whose building we walk into. We're the baddest fuckers out there. Texans on three. 1, 2, 3, Texans! Can't wait. Wait. When you step on the field, you're the baddest fucker on the planet. And together, we're the baddest fucking team on the planet. And that's the way we're gonna attack every fucking day. I don't care who walks into our building. I don't care whose building we walk into. We're the baddest fuckers out there. Texans on three. 1, 2, 3, Texans! Can't wait.
Test one, test one. Pictures are gone again.
When you step on the field, you're the baddest fucker on the planet. And together, we're the baddest fucking team on the planet. And that's the way we're gonna attack every fucking day. I don't care who walks into our building. I don't care whose building we walk into. We're the baddest fuckers out there. Texans on three. 1, 2, 3. Texans! Can't wait.
Hey, what's up, Frederick Boss? Can you guys see the screen? I mean, I see it on one feed, but I don't see it on the other one. So we're just gonna go with what we got. Thank you, Facebook, for fucking that up. Just get everybody in here. Everybody, come on, get in here. Can't run from it. Come on, I see you, Frederick Foster. Hating that motherfucker. I said I was gonna start being nice to my audience, man, because I need y'all. I guess that's what they say in radio. You need your audience. Shit, I guess. Oh, boy. Hold on, a few more people.
And that's the way we're gonna attack
Waiting
every
on a few more
fucking
people
day.
here.
I don't care who walks into our building. I don't care whose building we walk into. We're the baddest fuckers out there.
Yeah, Robert Reynolds Town is in the building. Frederick Foster, I'm moving you up to the number 4 Falcon hater of all time. Maceo Davis, Midway Park legend, in the building. Brandon Kurt been waiting for me. I guess he waiting for me. I don't know what he waiting for me for. I ain't got no money. Waiting for me. I guess. Yeah, we're just getting the show shared out. Appreciate everybody joining. Know there's a few games still going on. We'll keep track of them as we go through this program. It won't take long. Get the show shared out. Everybody all right though? I mean, ain't nobody sad and hurt, are they? I know some of y'all, Latrice Soprano. What's up, Latrice Soprano? We don't show Latrice Soprano enough love. She's always joining, but I don't know if she participates very much. The call-in number is about to be pinned into the chat room. It is 678-948 5067. You got the phone line up? Yes, it's up. I think it might be up, but it might not be working. It might get cut off on some of y'all. It's up, but it might get cut off. We're having problems with it. So if you get cut short while you're on the phone line, my bad. We'll catch you the next one. We'll catch you next time. Welcome everybody to the 3-Time Champ Sports Podcast. I'm your host Tony Jackson. We just finished week 12. The Atlanta Falcons drop another game. And I was really hard on the defense, but I mean, they only gave up 14 points essentially. I mean, they couldn't get a stop when they needed it, but the offense gave them no help. No help from the offensive side of the ball. But I don't know, man. I mean, just looking at it from my perspective, from the end zone seats at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, it just looked like, I mean, the Vikings wasn't doing anything that special. Yeah, they play as tough, but you know what? Everybody plays tough. What's up, John Morris? I know John Morris came down to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Hopefully, John, you enjoyed the experience, and it wasn't a big disappointment. But you got all that money on the offense, man, and not to be able to score a touchdown after you march up and down the field, and all the penalties that you committed on yourself. I mean, what you want to give a good defense more opportunities to stop you by committing penalties. Then, I mean, you can't. It's hard to beat that. It really is hard to overcome that. The drop balls from Julio, from Sanu. I mean, oh man. Oh no, y'all so in love with these wide receivers. I don't know why. Defense wins championships. I don't know why y'all so in love with $14 million a year wide receivers, which is not going to get you nowhere. Reynoldstown. I hope I put in the right number, man. 678-948-5067 is the call-in number. And I'm still getting the show shared out to people that's been asking for. I got to find a better way, a faster way to share this thing. I mean, it's really getting kind of cumbersome and actually, but we're gonna keep doing it, man. Where y'all want to start? What up, Antoine Smitty? I know you're a Falcon legend, but brother, I know it hurts, it stings, but you know what I mean. It really has come to. I really have come to the conclusion that this is not a championship team. This is not. I mean, you can talk about all the scenarios of trying to get into the playoffs all you want, but I don't care where you go, you're not going nowhere. We're not going anywhere. Ain't that right, Ramon Riley, for joining? Thanks for joining, Ramon Riley. Hey, Ramon Riley, didn't you go to Crim, man? We still in it. No, Antoine, we're not in a good position. The reason why we're not in a good position is because we don't play like we can actually win anything. What's up, Garrick Willingham? I mean, this was a test. A pretty good defense, Murphy. Yeah, they changed it to Crim though. I thought they changed it while you was still in school, but maybe not. Carl Ball so hard in the comment room, y'all. Hey, Carl Ball so hard. I just want to say, man, when you say I told you so, but you say we're gonna lose every game. So that I told you so really doesn't work very well. So what's up, LaShawn Evans? Appreciate you joining. Donald Colbert, Dilly, these nuts, man. Y'all, hey, look here. We already know your quarterback still playing concussed, beat up on the sorry ass Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions quit 3 weeks ago. You do know that, right? The Detroit Lions quit 3 weeks ago. So Falcon fans, I see there's enough of y'all in here. Let me somebody else just asked for the show. I see enough of y'all in here. Let me go ahead and do this. And I hate to do it too. But if you want to know what I think of the Falcon prospects going forward, it's pretty easy. I mean, it's not. I'm not gonna say didn't we have the same record last year? Yeah, but we had a. I mean, we played the lousy 49ers down the stretch. We played the lousy Tampa Bay Buccaneers going down the stretch. It's a little bit different season, man, because you know, see, everybody keep talking about record, what we did last year. You know, we were in a good spot. But let me ask you a question: Do we look like the team that we did? Do we look like the team from last year? Do we look like the team from last year? This team don't look like the team from last year. So the prospects of doing anything differently than what we've shown for the 11 and 12. Hey man, this week 12, we are who we are. Hey Carr, that wasn't nothing to choke, man. I mean, at no point did we really have any type of a lead. I mean, I don't know what was the choke. What was the choke at? Well, would have been a choke if Ohio State let Wisconsin come back and win, but that didn't happen. So, real quick on that, congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs for winning the SEC championship. Now, I know people want to come on and say, oh, yeah, divisional championships don't mean anything. But when you're playing in the hardest division in college football, which no doubt is the SEC, then that deserves some congratulations within itself. That is a big accomplishment. I don't care how y'all want to knock that down. Pick up the phone. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on, man. I'll get to the phone in a second. Give me a second. Give me 1 second to give you what I think our prospects are for the remaining of the season. And you guys tell me what you think. So don't call in for a second. Just give me about, I'll tell you in a second. Give me 1 minute and 18 seconds to put the final wraps on the Falcon season. Are we ready? Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. We're done. We're done. The Falcon flag has been John, not the phone. Hey, John, we're pretty much done. So, hey, all my military veterans and active duty members know where we at when them taps play. It's pretty much a wrap. So, that's pretty much it for this season, 2017. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, am I lying? I mean, y'all really think this team gonna do something? Come on, man. I mean, at this point in time, we are who they thought we were. I don't know about all that choking stuff. And it's always the goal of a franchise quarterback to get the team to the Super Bowl and win a chip. That's the purpose of drafting a quarterback at number one. Roethlisberger got you 2. Eli got you 1. Eli got you 2. Flacco got you 1. Breeze got you one. Even though they didn't draft Breeze, but they traded for him, Breeze got you one. So anytime you get a franchise quarterback, all you need is one chip to justify the money you pay him, the high draft pick. And at this particular time, we got to say that that last Super Bowl, that was Matt Ryan's chance as a Falcon franchise quarterback that was highly picked in the draft. And that window has probably been closed. And it's really a combination of things. It's just the way that they're constructed, man. That this dude needs so many different pieces around him to be successful. But the one piece they keep forgetting is the stout offensive line. But when your wide receiver is taking up $14 million, is really hard to build a solid offensive line. I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed this, man, but the Falcons have dudes starting on that offensive line that wouldn't even make the roster of most other teams. And you can't sit here and tell me Schweitzer would be starting for somebody else besides us. Then our backup guard is Garland, who lost the position to Schweitzer. So that should tell you, if there was a competition at that right guard position between Schweitzer and Garland, and Schweitzer won, and Garland is garbage, that should tell you and Schweitzer is garbage. That should tell you that Garland ain't much better either. Camille Lovejoy, I would not give Matt Ryan. They're gonna have to let Matt Ryan play out his deal or try to trade him before the 2018 season. But I mean, just look at the way that's off. I mean, the defense is young, stacked with talent, and is ready to go. But the offense, and not with that offensive line, not with Julio Jones at $14 million per season, and you're not gonna get much out. Now you got the running back. What he signed, a $40 million deal. You got Tevin Coleman that needs to be taken care of at some point. So, I mean, John Morris. What's up, Thomas Sylvester? It's not that you need them. If you're gonna have a statue back there at quarterback, you're gonna need some big hogs at offensive line. As simple as that. I mean, that's just the way it is, man. All right, so we got the phone calls going. Three-time Champ Sports Podcast. You on with Tony Jackson? Who we got?
Oh, you didn't know, Dilly.
What's up, Ball So Hard?
You
Ball So Hard,
right
Carl Cooper in the building, y'all.
You sounding very salty right now.
Oh no, I'm not salty, man. I don't get salty over these boys.
I mean,
walking out with the
Star Wars hood. I'm tripping.
Hey, we needed to do some Jedi mind tricks to actually convince these guys they're Super Bowl potential champions. But we've already pulled down the flag from the flagpole down. I'm turning the music down somebody. We already took the flag down from the flagpole and laid the Falcon flag to rest for the rest of the year, because that's pretty much it for them. So I wouldn't take Lamar Jackson. Oh yeah, of course they done. You mean to tell me at week 12 they're gonna somehow turn around and play better than the Eagles, play better than the Saints, play better than the Rams, play better than the Vikings? Are y'all serious? And they ain't playing better than the Patriots.
I don't see that.
Yeah, look, so man, it's not realistic.
I know you said you didn't see the choke, but the choke is when the Falcons went up.
Oh, when come on. By 2 points.
They went up. They went up by 2, and they had the ball, and they tried to settle for a field goal, and he missed it.
That field goal attempt don't buy you anything, because you still need the ball back, and you still need to try to get a score.
You want to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, exactly. That should.
I don't say you played to go for field goals, because in college, sometimes college teams play to kick field goals, and then if they can't make the touchdown, but they looked like they were playing for the field goal, and it didn't make sense. And when they missed it, I said, you know what? Everybody left their spine on
Yeah,
that field just then.
yeah, Cedric Smith. That's right. I mean, the field goal didn't matter, so I don't even know why they even tried to kick that field goal. They kicked the field goal, they still down, and they still need the ball back.
They was hoping they can get it back.
Yeah, okay.
They was hoping they was gonna get it back. But you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna rag them. Yeah,
Patriots
I'm not
don't
gonna
count.
talk evil against them. But you know what I'm gonna say.
What you gonna say? I told you so.
One down. One
Dude,
down.
one thing I noticed that, and I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna be too hard on the defense because goddamn, the defense made enough stops to put that high-powered offense in position to score and win.
That's true.
So I can't be hard on. I mean, they gave up 14 points to a 9-2 team that is now 10-2.
Yep.
So, but you think these Saints gonna come in here and passing ball all over the place, man? They're gonna run that shit and run it and run it and run it. And I don't know who's supposed to be covering the back out of the backfield, but we haven't covered that motherfucker in about 4 games.
That's and that's true.
We haven't covered that dude in 4 games.
The ugly thing is, like I told everybody, only reason Julio had that big game is because Tampa Bay was foolish enough to try to play him man up.
Yeah. And
okay.
In Minnesota, you saw Minnesota had one high, one low.
Yeah, didn't I tell you that before? That they had one over, one under, and a man ghosting on the outside. And every time he tried to run, that third man coming out and knocked his tail down. And I was like, he ain't gonna be getting that ball no more today. But Sanu was trying to bring the team back. He was like, give me the ball. He was screaming in the huddle, just throw it to me. I'm open. It don't matter. Throw it to me. And he was at a point, but man, the game plan was shook. It was gone. They was out of balance. They wasn't doing nothing. And some of that play calling just didn't make no sense. And back to what that old lady said. Why they build a dome? Why they take down some churches to build a dome for a team like that?
What's wrong with the? I mean, the dude been in the league for 10 years now. What is wrong with the vertical pass game? Julio going one way, the ball's coming. He doesn't throw the ball down. He throw these rainbows that go towards the sideline when he should be throwing the ball down the field.
For some odd reason, Matt Ryan think he can do a back shoulder, backside fade. I don't get it. I noticed that Julio ain't running across the middle no more. They let Sanu do it a whole lot. They sending Julio's just basically down the sideline. If he's lining up on the end, he ain't even coming across the middle like he used to before he got that 14.9 a year. He's running down the sideline trying to catch. Or he's doing a little pitch out and seeing if he can outrun the corners and the linebacker. But Sanu is catching it coming across the middle.
Yeah, I don't know. The pass to Gabriel.
I see you do.
Well, I mean, I've always
believe in what you're saying.
What's that?
He got to go.
Oh man,
You want 14.9, you need to earn it. Run across that middle, get it. If this is your team, you play hard for that team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
On the other hand,
why y'all guys
I'm not
maybe just make this point to some of the guys like Antoine, Johnny Falcon, especially Johnny Falcon. Why y'all think if you can take away your $14 million a year player, don't you realize you got nothing really left? So Johnny Falcon holding on to a guy that you can scheme against and take him away. I mean, bro.
You know what? You know what that take me back to?
What's that?
When Michael Vick went away, and everybody was screaming, "One man don't make no team," and the team started losing like hell. That one man did make the Atlanta Falcons. If Julio is gone and they don't bring nobody back to make that up, I say you can get 2 premium receivers for the price of Julio.
Well, I've been saying that the whole time. You can get your two what's them dudes that be catching the ball for Seattle and Detroit Lions? Them 2 small dudes. They both used to play for the Seahawks.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. And it don't make sense, but everybody hollering. And you know what Julio gonna do after this season? If he have that window to negotiate something else, because if they throw Matt Ryan some more money, you know they're gonna have to give him more.
Julio deal is up in 2020, I think it is. Matt Ryan's deal up next year, 2018.
I guarantee you there's a loophole for renegotiation.
Golden Tate. There you go. Dude, think about we had, I mean, the dude making, this Falcon fan, this how much of it a drop off it is. Julio at 14 million. Sanu at 7, half. Gabriel at 2. Damn, just over 10% of what Julio made. If we had a dude for that much money, we can have Golden Tate and Doug Baldwin. Doug Baldwin was the other cat.
Golden Tate ain't getting that type of money with Detroit.
Hell no, they learned their lesson by playing receivers that much money.
The Patriots ain't paying nobody that much. I think Gronk is making close to 12.
So they ain't paying Gronk no more. I tell you that.
He's gonna be renegotiating to help the team out. They're gonna be pulling him in saying you need to take a cut.
Yeah.
But anyway, I ain't gonna just talk about the Falcons. My boys won.
Yeah, man, I saw y'all. You know Detroit quit 3 weeks ago, right? Just make sure you know.
Hey, I don't care. Joe was throwing it down the field. Dilly.
Hey, see there we go, Kevin Burns. There we go, Kevin Burns, and we got them Julio supporters in the audience right now.
You know what? Kevin gonna come to me and say, "Oh, Detroit ain't legit. They ain't nothing. Your game coming up with Pittsburgh. That gonna prove it. I ain't gonna say nothing." If Kevin is listening to me,
listening.
I do have them Atlanta Falcons pacifiers to give you after we put that foot in them Steelers. I'm gonna bring it to you personally. That gonna keep you satisfied because you're gonna have to stay quiet behind that. Look, man, I'm gonna give everybody else a chance to holler.
Yep.
Ball so hard, dilly. All I'm saying, when they lose to the Saints, don't get mad at me, okay?
I know everybody worried about Falcon the playoff position. I said, man, y'all should be worried about winning another damn game. Forget playoff position. Oh, if we do this and if this team do this, dude, you should be worried about winning another game.
They need to win out. Because they're going to mess around, and if Seattle pull it off, they're going to mess around, and Seattle going to get in there and get on their late season run like they normally do, and they ain't going to be able to catch them.
All right, Kevin Burns said.
For Seattle to be hurt, they still playing good ball. And they normally get on a run, just like the Ravens, this time of the season, when they will rip 4-5 games in a row.
What's wrong with this damn video?
So,
all right, so Kevin Burns said, you said our D is sorry. Look at the points. These Ds are giving up 14. I'm not saying the D is sorry, but what I'm saying is
they wore that D out.
What I'm saying
that
is
long drive that's worn out.
Yeah. The D is not sorry. If I said that, the D is not sorry. But they are vulnerable to the run. And I don't know, they so focused on stopping getting the pass rush, getting upfield. But I'm looking at this shit 2 weeks in a row. If some of these teams just run the ball on us, we in trouble. Look at what Miami did to us. People keep trying to figure out how Miami beat us, but Miami just ran the ball. They said, man, why throw it when we can just keep running it? I mean, these dudes getting 6 yards a pop.
Caught up in passing. They was behind, and they didn't even start running. Falcons went into this prevent 2 thinking they going to play action pass, and they running it up their gut. And that's about the same thing that happened today. Because when they kept that defense on the field for that long run, man, they was on the field for at least the Atlanta's defense was on the field for at least almost 8 minutes.
I'm not getting janky, Kevin. What I'm saying is
when they put that run together, not Detroit, but when put that run, the Vikings put that run together on them, and I said they tired. They tired.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed Johnny Falcon and Kevin Burns. You don't notice a lot of teams are running that screen on us because they know we like to get upfield quick.
Mm-hmm.
They sucking us right in, and we fall for it every time.
Every time. And then you know what's funny about?
And then they run that bootleg like we run because they know.
They do that. You notice what's funny about the screen? They ain't even using a lot of players on the screen. They sending the running back out there with just 2 blockers.
Yeah.
Not like everybody else.
Some don't know football. They just want to be right. Kevin.
When they doing the bubble screen and they doing 3 and 4 blockers going up the field, these guys did it with 2 blockers. 2.
Kevin, Kevin, what I'm saying, Kevin, it's not the defense's fault. that they don't win. But this ain't the Baltimore Ravens defense up front. This ain't the Pittsburgh Steelers defense up front. I mean, this ain't the Philadelphia Eagles up front. Them boys are nasty, man. Hell, this ain't even the Vikings front four. Them boys nasty.
No. All they got to do is look at the game.
Yeah, they go look at little bitty Deion Jones.
So much today, it was a crime.
Dude, look at Kevin Burns. Look at. See, y'all not looking at it like I'm looking at it. I watch every person on every play or every other play. Beasley, you know what Vic Beasley problem is? I don't know if you got to go, Carl, but
no, I can listen. It's up to you.
Vic Beasley problem is he's so damn undersized. He tried to take on these 300-pounders like straight up. The dude has no technique. He need to go back to using the technique when Freeney was there. He need that leverage like John Abraham. For some reason, he went away from that. They be killing.
He was on his back today. I've seen him get slapped down like maybe 4 or 5 times.
Dude,
by the time the running back going by him, he on his back.
When y'all see this shit, look how big Tack is. Tack is a big motherfucker. Then stand him next to Beasley. Then you will see the size difference that Beasley has to deal with. Now, I'm not saying that Beasley can't be successful because Von Miller not a big, huge dude. He just don't use any kind of leverage on his speed. He need to get. If you go back and look at how John Abraham played, because John Abraham wasn't a big guy, but John Abraham had good technique, boy.
Boy, didn't he? He had a well move, a punch move, a bust move.
Beasley just kind of running straight up. I'm not sure what that is. He looked, and that's exactly what he was doing in his first year. But you get Tack in there, Tack a big, strong, fast motherfucker. You like, damn, why they don't play Tack more? I don't know.
Maybe they think Vic is a little faster than Tack on the outside when he coming in.
And that was a lot of time they got Beasley. They got Beasley in coverage. And Beasley down the field with the cornerback. I'm like, what the fuck? That's why the running back's so wide open in the flats. They got but y'all playing with fucking fire with this defensive scheme, dude. Y'all playing with fire with this defensive scheme. I'm like, who the hell is covering the running back? And you see Beasley try to run up to make the tackle. I'm like, y'all, this shit's crazy. They don't know what to do with Beasley. But trust me, yo.
All I'm going to say is this. You right on what you're saying. If them guys still want to be mad about it, then they ain't really looking at football. They looking at who's handing the ball and what. They ain't looking at how many's in the box, who's in the box, what's lining up. You got to be able to see all this. And just like you said, me and my dad were sitting there looking at it, and I'm going like, my dad said, that Vic Beasley, man, he what is he doing every play? He's getting up off the field. I'm like, that dude knocking him down.
Oh, yeah, they was pushing him.
They
pushing him around.
Knocking him down. And it's killing him, man.
Yeah.
I don't see him beating the Saints. I don't see beating Carolina, and I don't see them beating the Saints last game. I picked them losing 4 in a row. I'm sticking to it. I'm sorry if I offend anybody. I made a prediction last year about what they was going to do.
They do let Beasley rush the pass.
True. But I don't see them doing it. I don't even see them making a wild card. I'm actually willing to call Vegas and see if I can put something on it. Can you bet on a team to not make a wild card? And they was a NFC champion? I wonder.
Yeah, you probably could.
I wonder.
With the odds, I'm not sure what kind of odds you'll get at this point.
They probably say, for every dollar you get 2 cents.
You probably have to pay $10 to make one.
He'd probably say, okay, for every dollar you bet, we'll pay you 50 cents because the Falcons only good for 50 cents. That's 2 quarters.
Oh well, all right. Now you come with the jokes. We gotta let Carl go, y'all. He bullshitting right now. All right, Carl. Thanks for the call, man.
Dilly.
All right, see you later. All right, that was Ball So Hard with his bullshit perspectives. What's up, Derek ATL, team of no one? He's joining. That Carl Cooper talking. He's on point. Hey, Derek, long as he says something negative about the team, he'll always be on point, right? Am I right, Derek? Long as he keep it negative, he'll always be on point. All right, so Johnny Falcon and Kevin Burns. I'm not saying the defense is bad, but they too has their issue. But they play well enough to where the offense gotta help them out. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know what's wrong with the offense. I mean, I count Julio dropped 2 balls. The first one he was wide up and went right between his hands. I guess he wasn't ready for it. Or maybe Matt Ryan threw it too hard. But you would think by now, after all these years together, they would have it figured out. Come on, Tony, be honest. I'm being honest as I can be. Sanu, one right through his hands. That's not Matt Ryan's fault. That's not the offensive line fault. Julio, even though Matt threw it in triple coverage, Julio jumped and the ball he just kind of did this with his hands. Julio still had that ball. The offense does not help the defense at all. Because you think about it, we was in position to score about 21, 28 points. Just nothing happened. Just kind of fizzled out. I mean, is it time to move away from Matt Ryan? I mean, are we at that point? What's up, Stephanie Burns? David Edge blocking. Hey, you know, all right, number one, let me help y'all out here. Just so I get not frustrated with you Falcon fans, but y'all are a bit unrealistic. Let me set this up for you. Okay? This is going to be real simple. Johnny Falcon, Kevin Burns, Derek ATL, team of no one. Reynolds Town is still on. Let me help y'all out here. Y'all complain about the offensive play calling, right? But yet, you went and hired a guy that never called plays in the NFL as an offensive coordinator. Called one game of plays with Alabama in the championship game. Known to have severe drinking problems. You hired him because the coach from Seattle said that y'all should hire him, recommended him, so y'all went with it. Now you're complaining about the play calling from this dude. Why'd you hire him in the first place? What NFL credits did he have? What NFL accolades did he have? What was his offensive scheme did he bring to the table? Why did y'all hire the man in the first place? Don't go out and hire him knowing he has no experience calling NFL plays at this level to take over the NFC champion. You went and hired an offensive coordinator to take over the number 8 highest scoring offense in the history of the NFL. That won the NFC championship in the Super Bowl that had it won. You ain't gonna hire the guy with no experience calling plays at this level. Alcohol problems. Barely hanging on to a college job. He knows Saban was gonna fire him. So why do y'all think that shit was gonna work? I knew that shit was gonna be a disaster. I mean, damn. What y'all think that shit was? Who thought that shit was gonna work? Something gotta be wrong with your head coach and his decision making on personnel. 3-time Channel Sports Podcast. You on with Tony Jackson? Who we got?
You already know. It's Robert.
Reynolds Town. Is this Robert Reynolds Town?
It is.
What's going on, Robert?
Nothing much. I was listening to you about Quinn. You know, I kind of agree with it, but, you know, Quinn, I feel like he knows what he's doing, but like you said,
he knows what he's doing on the defense. He don't know what he's doing as far as personnel goes.
I agree.
Not even with his own coaching staff, he don't know what he's doing. They playing friend ball at Flowery Branch. He hired Sark because his friend told him to. What's the coach for the Seattle Seahawks name? I don't know why I be messing up his name. Pete Carroll. He hired Sark because his friend recommended Sark. The guy he put off the playoffs, he went to him and said, "Who should I hire as an OC?" Yeah, man, hire Sark.
Saying he listened to the wrong guy.
the guy who literally blew his chances of beating the Falcons by calling the most boneheaded play. I'm starting to realize maybe it's not the OC who called that 1 yard debacle in the Super Bowl with Seattle and New England instead of throwing the Marshawn Lynch. Hey, let's run a slant. Throw a slant pass here. Throw a slant pass right into the teeth of the defense on the goal line. Maybe this is Pete Carroll. Maybe.
Yeah, I really feel like Pete Carroll's like, yeah, go ahead and get him because he knows he's gonna screw up Atlanta. Pete Carroll's like, yeah, I bet he'll listen to me now. It's like a trap almost. It seems like
it was a trap, and y'all fell for it again.
Yep.
I don't know what to say, man.
I got a lot of respect for Quinn, but oof.
You think Bill? Let me ask you a question. Now, people always come on here and compare ourselves. Well, the Cleveland Browns did do this and we do that. Why would you compare yourself to the most sorriest franchise in the last 30 years? That makes no sense.
Yeah, that really makes no sense to be doing that.
What would I always say? What would the Patriots do? You think Patriots would have hired Sark? If they OC left?
That's stupid.
That's the difference, man. Between a championship
Tom Brady
team.
did today.
What did he do? I was at the game. I didn't see much football.
He got pissed off at his offensive coordinator, so he went off on him. They were showing it. I wish Matt Ryan would do that.
Man, crazy. Matt Ryan won't even go off on his own offensive lineman. When you think he gonna say something to the OC? Come on, man.
He'll talk before the game and say, "Oh, this is Atlanta." He can talk before a game, but I've never seen him, confront his players. Now on the sideline from the TV, I saw that Julio was talking to Matt, probably telling him, "Hey, man, you need to watch me and Sanu and all that," but didn't work.
You know what the Patriots gonna do? None at all. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess he just, hey, man, look here, Reynoldstown. Hey, look here. If he hasn't done it by now, after 10 years, he's not going to do it. He is who he is, and we have to accept that. Just check the scores of the other games, and you'll be able to see what gets you to the Super Bowl. If your team at this point giving up 28 plus to every other team, not going in far in the playoffs, don't count if your team plays QB like Ravens when they played a Texans savage. Well, Kevin Burns, I mean, I don't know about all those other teams, but let me ask you, Kevin Burns, and be honest with yourself. And Robert, you maybe can help him out.
Yeah.
Do we look like we going anywhere at week 12?
Heck no.
I mean, I would like for this team to turn on a button, but if they haven't found a button at week 12, and the Saints had the button since week 1 and 2, well, actually week 2, what makes y'all think the Falcons going to flip the switch at week 13? Actually, we play again real soon here.
Just a couple of days away.
Just a few days away. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. And I don't know if you was on the show earlier when we took the flag down, gave it the proper fold, and put it away for next year. But that's where I'm at, man. I'm ready to move on. And, it's not like see, the thing about me, I'm not a fan of the Falcons. I'm more of a supporter because people get on me because I talk about the team decision making. And, I recommend some things like trade Julio and Matt Ryan. And people, the thing about it is if you're not willing to trade Matt Ryan, people say, oh, if you trade Matt Ryan, that goes to franchise for 5 or 6 years. Oh yeah, go tell the Philadelphia Eagles that.
Exactly, because they got them. Carson Wentz literally wasn't last year his first season.
Yeah, this is second year.
Freaking second year, and this man's 10-1 now, or 11-1. I'm not sure, but he's good.
He's good. I mean, Deshaun Watson, dude running around for his life back there, but man, does he look good. He almost single-handedly beat the Seattle Seahawks by himself.
Yep.
If they had any kind of defense, they would have won that game.
Now, I will tell you, I believe that this might be, if we don't make it to the playoffs, I feel like you said, there's going to be some contract negotiations. And if Matt, like you said, I agree with you, if Matt doesn't want to take a pay cut, he's going to have to be traded.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this because I love Matt Ryan, but at the same time, the franchise has to look into the future because in the long run, like you said, he's been here for 10 seasons. And, I mean, yeah, it was nice we made it to the Super Bowl. We should have won that game. But the way we look now, we ain't even close to it. We're not even close to a playoff win right now.
Watson passed for how many yards today? No, Deshaun Watson, ain't he hurt? Or did he come back? I thought Deshaun Watson was hurt. He got a knee injury. But, I mean, some of these young quarterbacks just look better than the quarterback we've got in our system for 10 years. And everybody, let me tell y'all something about, everybody always talking about, oh, yeah, it's Tom Brady, it's the system, it's the system. Let me tell you something. With every single player, every single quarterback, it's always the system. It doesn't matter what team you on. If the system that you're in, no matter what team you're on, doesn't fit your skill set, then you're going to be gone. You're going to be either grind up in the system or you're going to be out. The system's just going to look you over. So all this system stuff, that has nothing. Everybody has a system. Every team. You don't think the Falcons have a system? The Saints have a system? If you don't fit the system, Adrian Peterson didn't fit the system, and he was out. So all this talk about, oh, it's the system that the Patriots run. Yeah, it's the system, but guess what? Everybody has a system. And they catered the system to fit Tom Brady's skill set. Our system, I don't know who they trying to. All right, you still there, Robert? You got anything more points you want to make? So what's next? What's next for us?
I've been thinking, more into the long run of like our offense. I really think that we have a talented offense. Sharkistan, he just doesn't. I'm not going to blame everything on him either because, this is his first year in the NFL. He's probably like, why the hell would you hire me in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, you can't say that. I don't know why people like giving him a pass. Oh, well, you got to give Sark some time, and this is his first year. Why'd you hire a first-year guy to take over the number one offense anyway? You mean to tell me?
We should have hired Michael Vick.
No, we should have hired one of Callahan's assistants who with the L.A. Rams now, but he probably glad he took the L.A. Rams job. He would have just picked up. He could have picked up where he left off, made him an OC. But I don't know, man. It's Friends, Ball, and Flowery Branch. See, John Morris, Sark touched a Bama girl's boobs in 2016. Breaking news. Oh, my God. Johnny Falcon, Kevin Burns, Johnny Falcon. If you get a chance, look up the Ravens win and losses. Fools go and Sunday win. They play relevant team. Hey, man, you know what? I'm not really concerned about the Ravens. Because, Robert, let me just say this and get your thoughts on it.
All right.
Johnny and Kevin, it's comes down to this. And I want y'all to listen closely. And everybody else that's on this show. It's about a few of y'all in here. If the Saints, as sorry as they was, because y'all remember them days they wearing the bags over their head for years and years. If the sorry ass Saints can put it together for one season to get a Super Bowl, you mean to tell me the Atlanta Falcons can't put it together for one season? Robert, we can't put it together for one season, even though the Saints can?
That's absolutely sad because the Saints, if you think all they got was a running back, and now they're like they're looking like a Super Bowl contender, and it was just like yesterday, the Saints were playing trash, and now they're just all of a sudden, just boom. It's like they hit a button, and then we're over here just, playoffs gone, because we already know. The way we play today, there's no playoffs.
Yeah, the Saints have a QB that can count on, though. Yeah, I mean, they got Drew Brees. He's a monster. And Drew Brees ain't no big dude. I've seen him. Dude, you would think Drew Brees 6'4", 6'5", 210, 220 pounds. If Drew Brees 5'10", 5'11", and tiny, he's not a big dude. He doesn't throw no type of rocket ball. But the dude can certainly throw that ball accurately. Our quarterback, man, I don't know what. I even be throwing the ball sometime. I'm like, damn, who is he throwing it to? The ball be low in the ground. What's wrong with the vertical pass? Julio streaking down the sideline, wide open. The ball's thrown. Is Matt not throwing the ball down? I thought when you throw the ball, throwing a bomb, you throwing it down the field. Matt ball kind of curves to the, like he's throwing it out of bounds. He's expecting the receiver and the ball to meet at a certain point as the ball is going out of bounds. I'm like, you got no chance to catch that. Gabriel going towards the goal post. I'm like, damn, Gabriel's wide open. Matt Ryan throws to the sideline. That's 2 touchdowns easily right there. But you can't get the ball downfield to these dudes. There's got to be something wrong with the damn quarterback. I mean, I don't understand. Robert, did you see those 2 plays I'm talking about?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Because on the TV, they were focusing like it almost seems like on the TV they kind of, they didn't show Gabriel and all that. But after the play, I did notice that Matt was just, because I've seen a big difference since last season. Because when I went to a few games last year, Matt Ryan, it's like he threw the ball in the air and it went straight into it was either Julio, and now you just see him. He's looking like that one guy when we had the last season we had, what's that guy's name? The Buccaneers defensive coordinator. Oh yeah, Mike Smith. But he's looking like the quarterback he was with Mike Smith, the one that lost the NFC South championship, the one that had all these problems, the one that they blamed it on the Buccaneers head coach now.
Yeah.
It's like he's done lost it all. His gas is like.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if he's panicking back there and just kind of throwing it up. See, Derek ATL, the biggest Derek ATL team of no one. The biggest difference between Matt Ryan and big-time QB is once you pay a big-time QB, you don't have to pay big money to 1 and 2 receivers. You know what? That is the greatest point I've been saying, but Derek summed it up very nicely. If you don't pay the quarterback big money, why you need a big money wide receiver? Think about it. Who Drew Brees throwing the ball to? You couldn't name not one wide receiver. Hell, they let Brandon Cook go to the Patriots because they realized, fuck it, put the money in the offensive line and run the ball. And that's exactly what they got, offensive linemen in their draft picks when they let Brandon Cook go. And Brandon Cook was a monster. But they realized they need somebody to protect Brees. So this just didn't happen overnight for Saints. Go back and look at that trade between the Saints and the Patriots for Brandon Cook. See these guys like Kevin Burns and Falcon, Johnny Falcon, they don't want to look that deep into what's going on. Y'all don't want the Falcons to pay nobody, too. You got to put the money where the money's supposed to go, Johnny Falcon. Johnny Falcon, you got to believe in two philosophies. The game is won in the trenches. Oh, we're getting a little feedback, Robert. I can let you go, man. You good?
All right, it was good being on the show, yeah.
I appreciate you, buddy. All right, that was Robert's Reynolds. Hey, so look, Johnny Falcon and Kevin Burns, I think the problem with y'all is y'all don't have a philosophy of how to win championships. Because if the GM and coach had a philosophy that the game is won in the trenches and the game is and defense win championships, then you don't put money out on the edges. Let me tell you something. Matt Ryan is a monster when he got a lot of time to throw the ball. When they start bringing that heat, man, Matt started letting that ball go quick. And that's just the way it is with him. You know, we gave Poe $10 million for 1 year. Okay. I don't think the defense stopping you from winning the championship. I think the defense could hold on long enough for you to score enough points on offense. Yeah, we drafted some trash on O-line, man. That's y'all day. That's Tommy Dimitroff drafting bad players, drafting busts. Hey, man, you know, most people thought Dimitroff should have been fired when they fired Smith. Was it not a shock when they kept Dimitroff after firing Smith? Was that not a shock? True fans don't bend nor break. Fake fans bend over without a moment notice. Dude, we trying to make the team better. Now y'all don't waste a lot of number one draft picks at that defensive end position. You want me to go down the list? You want me to go down the list of that defense end position? Y'all been trying to solve for years. Still, hey, you know what? I don't put too much on the defense because we should have kept Dimitrov, Tony Jackson. Yeah, we kept Dimitrov. You mean we should have let him go? I mean, we kept Dimitrov. And y'all see the phony baloney. See, Dimitrov put it all on Mike Smith. That was the problem. That's why they kept Dimitrov. Dimitrov wanted to go one way, and I think Smith was overriding him to go a different way. So them two never saw eye to eye on player personnel. But the problem is, man, look here. You mean to tell me Schweitzer we actually started on another football team? That's what y'all trying to tell me? Go look at how Schweitzer played, man. Hey, let's watch this play right here. Let's watch Schweitzer. Okay, so he was a benefactor of a double team there. Let's watch Schweitzer on this play. He didn't have much to do there because the play was going away from him. I knew Johnny Falcon didn't have credibility after one exchange in a single post. Woo! Johnny Falcon, Dimitrov is a cap genius. We need him. Johnny Falcon. I don't know, man. You know, I guess this is Derek ATL, Carl Cooper. This is never gonna happen with some of these Falcon fans, man. All these people they talking about, we need this guy, we need that guy, and 10 years later, still no Super Bowl. If we need them that bad, we would have won a championship already. This offensive line has been bad for years. If we need it, if we look at it, let me tell you something. This is the thinking of a Falcon fan. Oh, we need Julio. Oh, we need Dimitrov. Oh, we need Matt Ryan. Oh, we need this guy. Oh, we need that guy. Oh, we need this guy. Oh, we need that guy. 10 years later, we still have no Super Bowl ring. So did we really need those guys you talking about we need, and we still don't have a championship ring? Let me tell you something. If the Saints was able to figure it out for 1 year to get a Super Bowl ring, and all these guys you saying that we need so desperately, and they still haven't figured it out 10 to 20 years later, did we really need them? Or do we really need them? See, your logic doesn't make sense because you don't have a chip yet with the same guys that you say we need. Johnny Falcon, Tony Jackson during Dimitrov's tenure, we have mostly been contenders. Oh, see what I got to deal with? See, we're going to change the mentality, though. I'm not going to give up on y'all. We're going to change the mentality. So, you guys, I mean, they used to play this in the media a lot. Oh, this is the first time in Falcon history when they had back-to-back winning seasons. Well, if the goal is to win a Super Bowl each and every year, when did we have a back-to-back winning season? If you started the year and ended the year with no ring, then started the following year, the end of the year with no ring, when did we have back-to-back winning seasons? See, your championship mentality is not there. I don't give a damn if they go 11-5, 16-0, 8-8. If they don't have no ring in the end, we lost. You cannot have the mentality to be so satisfied with back-to-back winning seasons. Remember they used to tout that, oh, this is the Mike Smith finally got the Falcons to a back-to-back winning season. Okay, well, what did we get out of that? Anybody want to tell me what did we accomplish out of that? See, you can post all this 2 NFC appearances, Super Bowl 7. Hey, bro, let me tell you, I'll take the Saints all years of losing, all them years of being bad after they lost, just for one Super Bowl ring. So don't sit here and tell me you're satisfied with appearances in an NFC championship game and one Super Bowl in 7 years. Are you seriously satisfied with that? Are you serious? You can't talk realistic or unrealistic to people. Hey, look here. If the Saints, I'm gonna say it one more time because obviously something you must don't remember how bad the Saints were. Start the year with a banner. John Morris. Hey, Johnny, you must don't remember how bad the Saints were. If they cannot, well, I mean, I don't throw out accolades about appearances and contenders and all that nonsense. I don't throw that out for not winning a Super Bowl. Well, yeah, we was contenders. We were just happy to be there. You got to develop a championship mentality. If it's not a Super Bowl ring, we are losers. I don't give a damn about all that. You can have all the conference titles all you want. How many conference titles that the Atlanta Braves got? 13, 14 in a row? Losers. Losing seasons. We lost no championship. And then after 52 years, Johnny Falcon, Kevin Burns, John Morris, Derek ACLs, after 52 years, you can't put together one. The mentality has to change. We can talk about all the NFC Championships appearances, all the Super Bowl appearances after you get one championship under your belt. Then you can talk about that other stuff. Because until then, it doesn't matter. We lost. Until then, we lost. We haven't won nothing. Am I making sense? Falcons are inconsistent. Thomas Sylvester, Falcons are inconsistent. The coaches are killing the team. We have no identity. Yeah, I mean, you got the same players from last year. Only thing changed was the OC. So what do you think? It got to be the OC, right? In some cases, yes, but they came out today. It looked like they never played football before. That's them, and we are us, and we are losers, Johnny. Tampa Bay was even worse. So what? Tampa Bay was able to figure it out for one season. And see what I'm saying, Johnny? I don't care how bad they were. Tampa Bay was the laughing stock of the league for years. But they was able to figure it out for 1 year. So Johnny and Kevin, at some point though, they gotta win before we dead, man. You and I are not gonna be on this earth forever. You would like to see the boys get one. Just get one. I know the Pittsburgh Steelers got 6. San Francisco 49ers got 5. I think the Cowboys got 5. Those are amazing franchises. Hell, the Ravens got 2, and they haven't even been here that long. The Ravens haven't even been here that long, and they got 2. We've been here 52 years, and all I'm asking for is 1. And be honest with you, if we get 1, I will bury my Falcon flag again and say, yeah, we got 1. I won't come over here and talk about this player, that player, coaching decisions, general manager's decision making. I would say, yeah, we probably could have played better. Well, it was back-to-back winning seasons, but you know what? At least we got 1. I had that one ring right here, just like ball so hard. I'll have that one ring right here. I'll be just like ball so hard, even though he could wear two. Oh man, this is so sad. I feel for you, Tony. You really opening up tonight. Yeah, hey, Derek, I've always had these sentiments, man, but only certain amount of people can understand what I'm saying, and it's gonna take some work. I mean, Jeff talked about it before. I mean, y'all can talk about how bad the Giants are, and we can dog them out, but at the end of the day, with their franchise quarterback, y'all can talk about how bad Eli is, and I may agree with you on some level, but at the end of the day, when you draft a franchise quarterback, his sole purpose, the reason why you pay him all that money, is to get you one chip. One chip. If it gets two, great, but he got to get you one. Because if he don't get you one, at some point in time, his curve starts to go this way. Matt Ryan's curve is going this way. He's on this part of the slope of his career. First 5 years, last 5 years, this way. At some point in time, you got to expect. If the expectations for Matt Ryan, I mean, if you don't project this guy giving you a Super Bowl championship for the rest of his tenure, no way you give him another $140 million deal. Let's see. They'll get some of the comments. Johnny Falcon, Derek is disqualified until he finds himself a team. That's pretty good, Johnny. I got to give you that one. Johnny Falcon, that's like me going to NASCAR circles talking junk without having a car in the race. That's no problem, Johnny Falcon. Disqualify me, going to make Matt Ryan a better quarterback. How about last year? What was he declining? Hey, David, that's my point, man. I mean, yeah, that was last year, David. But guess what, David? That's in the past. We can't go back to last year. How does he look this year? And is it all Matt Ryan? Of course not. It's a lot of different combinations. But let me tell you something, David. You think Matt Ryan can have another year like last year? Come on. Actually, David, look at it this way. If you throw out that 1 year, that great year that Matt Ryan had last year in his 9th season, you take out that 1 year and look at all the other years, all the other 8 years, that's probably what he really is. All the other 8 years and this year. Not last year. Last year was an anomaly. He was the one last year. He was in the Matrix. Matt Ryan was in the Matrix last year. He was the one. He was the anomaly. So you got to look at Matt Ryan's 10 years, and I'm counting this year. Matt Ryan's 10 years, he had one amazing year. One amazing MVP year. Take out that year, then what do you have? Above average, good quarterback. Would you agree or disagree with that, David? You said the first 5 years he was ascending, then he started declining. Look at his stats in the first 8 years compared to Drew Brees. Hey, I'm not comparing Matt Ryan and Drew Brees. If you think Matt Ryan's on Drew Brees levels, you do the comparison. And if you into stats, and you can be in the stats all you want. Go look at Dan Marino's stats and tell me how you like them stats. The Panthers are folding. The Panthers ain't that good. We made them look good, John. Hey, David. It's not that he's declining, but what you think he got left? You think he got another year like last year? Drew Brees performed on a certain level every year. Tom Brady performed on a certain level every year. Aaron Rodgers performed on a certain level every year. Matt Ryan had that 1 year. Extrapolate that 1 year and tell me what do you have after that? Average. You got average quarter. That's gotta be. Y'all look at that one great year Matt Ryan had and think that's what he really is, and just disregard the other 8 years. What's up, Jabri? Y'all look at that 1 year Matt Ryan had, that one great year, and think that that's what Matt Ryan really is, but he's not. You have to look. You tell me you're gonna pull 1 year out of 9 years and think that's what Matt Ryan really is. Yeah, see, David. So now we're in agreements, David, and I'm glad we can come to an agreement. He's a good QB, but needs a lot of good players around him to win a Super Bowl. How many Pro Bowl wide receivers does Tom Brady have? How many Pro Bowl wide receivers do Aaron Rodgers have? I mean, these dudes are throwing to no one. He is not stopping them from winning the Super Bowl. I ain't saying David, let me ask you a question. So you say that, right? He is not stopping them from winning the Super Bowl. Let me ask you a question, David. And just you guys can chime in. He passed for 4,000 yards. Let me go with Tom Sylvester. He passed for 4,000 yards in some of those years. Dan Marino comes to mind. So we need to complete the team, and say coaches have a lot to do with it. Who do you replace him with? All this passing around the ball. You know what? All this passing for 4,000 yards. Haven't y'all noticed something by now? Haven't y'all noticed something by now with all these quarterbacks passing for 4,000, 5,000 yards? Y'all haven't noticed something? It's a passing league. They changed the rules so that wide receivers cannot be touched. So they can get more receptions, big plays down the field, and score more touchdowns. They changed the rules to benefit the offense and wide receivers. That's when you start seeing these wide receivers get these ridiculous numbers. When they start changing the rules, where cornerbacks can't touch them downfield. 5-yard touch, that's it. 5-yard touch, that's it. So all these passing number 4,000 yards, and he'll have had some badass wide receivers. Roddy White, Julio, from Roddy White to Julio Jones, he got all these numbers. Come on, man. So David, since you bring up, he needs all these players. And let me ask you a question, David. Go back to the Super Bowl for a minute. After Julio's amazing catch, I guess the play come in, drop back 15 yards, and try to throw the ball downfield while you're on the 24-yard line with 3 minutes left, 3 or some minutes left in the fourth quarter to win the Super Bowl. You would think, now follow me, David, you would think a guy that's been in the league 9 years should already know there's no way I'm taking a sack here. I don't care what that play call in. If my first read ain't there, this ball is going to the stands or to somebody's feet. You would think, David, since you said Matt Ryan needs this, Matt Ryan needs that, you would think that he would know, a 9-year veteran, been in the trenches for 9 years, given the game situation, I cannot take a sack here. So I'm not going to take the ball, drop back 15 yards, potentially take us out of field goal range, and take that sack. So you're going to tell me that one thought that could have got him his Super Bowl ring, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Y'all put it all on the coaches too. Oh yeah, he shouldn't have called that play. You got a 9-year veteran back there at QB. Put the ball. If you go back and look at the play, Sanu was wide open going across the middle there. But put the ball, if you're scared to throw it, put the ball at his feet. You see Aaron Rodgers dropping down sideways all the time, putting the ball at somebody's feet. They're not going to take a sack like that to kill their chances of winning the game. All right, so that's my point there, David. Just think about that. Shiva had the ball all 3 times. Hey, You mean to tell me after 9 years, the MVP of the league can't audible out of a deep pass? Don't forget the holding call. Yeah, yeah. That holding nonsense came back after Matt completed the pass, get him back in, and then they get the holding penalty. I mean, but if he just throws the ball down, then you wouldn't really be in the throws the ball away. You really wouldn't be in that situation. He doesn't call back in to say, no, man, let's just run it here and get out of here, get the field goal and get out of here. So we got to get Trufant Pooh back, some of my best corners. Yeah, Jabri, but you know what, man? But I've been harping on all along that we can't. Dude, when we played the Patriots, their whole secondary was gone. They had dudes off the street for real, and they shut us down. So all this, yeah, we need our starters back and all this stuff. When we played the Seattle Seahawks, they didn't have their starters in there. They almost beat us, but we beat them. We got the win, what we supposed to do. So I don't make excuses, and I don't let teams make excuses, and we shouldn't be making excuses either. We need these players back. Yes, we do. But even with them in there, the offense, they still, Jabri, they still play well enough to get that W today, in my opinion. But no help for the offense. Johnny Falcon should have just called run plays. Yeah, we know. He should have thrown it away. Yes, David, he should have. So, David, I'm thinking, though, be honest with y'all, man, I'm thinking I'm thinking Matt Ryan is Tony Romo. Whole lot of good stats. But they always seem to make that one play that make you say, damn, what was he thinking? They are the same dude. Jerry Mathis, Tony Romo, and Matt Ryan are the same guy. Unfortunately, that's what it is. Well, Tom Brady is Tom Brady, and Russell Wilson and Russell Wilson. Yes, and Matt Ryan is Tony Romo, and Tony Romo is Matt Ryan. Hey, David, come on, David. Really? So, y'all, I mean, I'm a little bit more realistic. We can still, David, we can still sweep the season, but what's the probability? So you're dealing with two things there, David. You're dealing with possibility and probability. It is possible, but highly improbable. We can. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down even more. We can, but probably won't. So that's where we at with it. We can, but we probably won't. It's possible, but highly improbable. Two different things. Romo never had the receiving corps that Matt Ryan had. I mean, he did have Dez. He did have Witten in his prime. But undoubtedly though, I think the Falcons has always had the most talented team. Thomas Sylvester, all that you're saying supports my point. You have all your weapons and you don't win. Your plan is the problem. Yeah, it's a combination of plan and execution, Thomas. I mean, think about it. On one of those third downs, they had it. Sanu dropped the ball. They had it, but Sanu dropped it. They had the first. Matt Ryan put it right in his chest. He dropped the ball. I think there was 2 blocking in the back penalties to call against number 14. Who was 14? Hardy, right? 2 of them. Then you're down there in the red zone. Then Hooper takes 2 steps forward. He kind of leans off sides. So, the holding calls, man, that first half, you killed yourself. You're not executing like a championship team. Y'all act like y'all never played together before. So Jabri Harper say, I think we go 10-6. Jabri, who do we beat to go 10-6? Who do we beat? We got the Saints coming in. We got the Panthers coming in. We got to go play the Bucks. We got to go play the Saints again. So we can probably beat the Bucks, right? At their home turf. Okay, let's say we beat the Bucks, so that get us at 8 and where we at 8-6 right now. we're at 7-6 right now. Oh, 75. What the Falcons record? 75. So we're 7-5, and get one from the Saints and the Bucks. Okay, I don't think it's going to. Man, have you seen the Saints play? I mean, I know y'all think we can just roll the Saints because of past performance, and the Saints shocked the shit out of me. But have you seen them play? You seen how they play? They pound. Look what they did to Buffalo. Look how they beat up on some of the teams that we played. Look what they did to Buffalo. They pounded. They pounded. When they think you, then when they think you tired, they keep pounding it again. Oh, you want to load up the box? Now we're gonna release the legend on you, Drew Brees. Now we're gonna release the legend on you. Oh, you gonna stop that one Heisman Trophy winner? Don't worry, we got a fresh rookie for you too. You gonna stop him too? And y'all know we ain't checked now running back. I said now. We ain't checked not now running back coming out of the backfield. Guess what they like to do with that rookie? Get him on that wheel route coming out of the backfield. So, I mean, the Saints are going to be a handful. I think we can beat them once. Well, maybe you don't beat them in the Mercedes-Benz Dome, which we have proven that we cannot defend. It's funny. It seemed like we cannot defend the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We play better. We actually have a better record on the road, probably. So, I mean, we got dude. I'm more looking for. What's up, Sadie? I agree. I'm more looking towards next year. We don't already put the flag away. I'm more looking for next year. But that's all time, man. We went over about 20 minutes. And thank you, Josh, for. Yeah, I mean, we seem to play better at home. I don't know. I mean, road team. But, I mean, who we played on the road? We played the sorry-ass Chicago Bears, the sorry-ass Jets. Who else we play on the road that we actually beat? We beat the Bears. We beat the Lions. We know they sorry, too. We beat the Bears. We beat the Lions. We beat the Jets. We beat the Seahawks, which was a good win. It's not easy to beat. It's not easy to win up there. Honestly, bruh, we're headed for 8-8. Yeah, I mean, Thomas, you wasn't here earlier, but I've already buried the flag. It's and it's not based on, see, y'all, Bears, Carolina beat us. We didn't beat no Carolina. Bears beat Steelers. Yeah, I mean, Steelers, Steelers' problem is they play down to their competition. So, Alvin, thanks for joining, man. But, buddy, we got to get out of here, man. I got to catch some of these games. But, for the Falcon season, I think it did it pause. The video pause? Oh, yeah. For the Falcon season, man, we're going to go ahead and, Alvin, hey, man, I wish the Patriots luck because where we're playing, it's pretty much a wrap for us this year. 3-time Champ Sports Podcast, you with Tony Jackson.
Hey, what's up, Tony? Who's bearing the flag?
Yeah, I don't know. You got to go back and watch the show. I already buried the flag.
You're bearing the flag or what?
Yeah, I took down the Falcon flag from the pole. We played the Taps P, and we gave it a proper fold, and now we go.
So you're like saying that there is no chance, there's no like you get on the wild card.
Well, you know what, Alvin? There's a strong possibility, but it's highly improbable that we're gonna get anywhere, just by the way we're playing. So I'm really just kind of looking forward to what we're gonna do with Matt Ryan's contract. Is there any chance on us getting some type of talent or getting this fucking loser out of our offensive coordinator position? If he comes back next year,
Uh,
I'm definitely
fir-
done with these
first,
two.
first of all, get rid of Julio Jones. Get rid of
Oh,
his ass.
they ain't gonna do
That,
that.
that,
They love Julio. You see how many
he's
balls he dropped today?
how many?
Most teams,
How many balls is?
he dropped
How
two of
many
them.
balls is? 2 balls.
Yeah, he dropped the opening pass. He was wide open, went right through his hands.
The thing is about Julio Jones and Dennis Bryant, they have something in common. They're divas. They want to jump. And they're good to catch the ball. But when it comes to it, you know what happened. I didn't see the game. I was seeing the Pats and the Bills and a Spanish channel.
Well, yeah.
Like I was seeing in Spanish, and I was like, and right now the Saints versus the Panthers, and Saints are winning by like about I believe like a touch, like 10 points. No, actually 10 points. But I'm not even watching. It's boring anyway. But that sucks. So are they gonna pick a good draft pick, or do you think Matt Ryan's gonna leave, or they're gonna trade him, or what are they gonna do?
I say after 10 years, there's no way you get this guy a big contract. He got to take less so they can get more.
Do you think they could trade him?
Oh yeah, they could definitely trade him.
That's what they did to Jim. That's what they did to Jimmy G. Garoppolo, which he won this. He barely won the game, but he didn't do that solid. But the thing is, like, when is his last contract? They trade him. That's what they did to one of the Baltimore Ravens wide receivers. I think it was Bolden. They traded him like it was his last contract, and they traded him at the very last end, like it was already like off the season. They traded his ass. But
we still got 4 games. Hey, so let me go over Jabri Harper's point. He's saying he's not giving up because we still got 4 games left. And let me tell you something, Jabri. Falcons have had 12 games to show you what they really are. And you think they can pull this off in 4 games? That they're going to change their identity in 4 games?
Who's the next 4 games? Who's the next 4 games?
We play the Saints on Thursday.
Oh boy, good luck on that one. And then the other 3?
Yeah, well, it's going to be the Saints, the Panthers, the Bucks, then the Saints again. This is the way the schedule going to play out.
And what about the wild card contending anyways right now? How's that working out?
I don't know. I mean, we got to hope that Seattle wins to knock the who the Saints
the Eagles?
Yeah, we got to hope the Saints knock the Eagles. I mean, the Seattle knocked the Eagles down today. And we needed the Panthers to beat the Saints, but that's okay.
Well, they're
actually,
right now it's a 10-point game. I don't even know what's going on like outside.
Yeah, I think we need the Saints to win. We need the Saints to win.
About the one that made that comment, he's probably right. I don't know. Harper, that's the guy that you say right now, right?
Yeah, Jabri Harper.
Well, he probably might be right. I mean, like, look, it all matters about the wild card. It doesn't matter about the division. It matters how you get in. That's what matters too. It matters how many games are you guys behind. And I don't even know how the NFC playoff is. Oh, I know that Ball's so hard, so happy that he's getting all excited. Yeah, we won.
I know. He get happy with those sorry ass teams they beat up.
and like I'm telling you, well, good luck on that one. Next year playing the Steelers, and I don't know who you're playing next.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna see what they do against the Steelers, boy. That's what I want to see. They beat up on the Cleveland Browns. They beat up on the Bengals over and over again.
Here's the thing. I saw the Steelers game last week, and yeah, they won. Good for them. But then Antonio Brown getting all excited by winning by a field goal. Are you serious? You beat a sorry-ass team, the Green Bay Packers. No pun intended to anybody that's a Green Bay Packer fan. But to be honest, the quarterback did good. The one from Green Bay. He played solid, but he made too many mistakes. I mean, 2 fundamental mistakes. But the thing is, Pittsburgh's not playing their A game. They're playing like their C game. And I don't know how the Ravens are doing. Joe Flacco's not going to do that solid. I mean, they're garbage.
Joe Flacco is playing with a concussion. Watch this hit. Bam!
Just like,
dude, how does Joe Flacco not go into the concussion protocol?
Remember the one that I told you about the Russell Wilson? When he had a concussion?
I know about that one, but when Joe Flacco got his helmet knocked off and was clearly concussed, did he not miss a game? Didn't he come back and play? He came back and played.
He played the next two plays, and I don't know. He got a fine.
How does he not? How does this dude walking around with a concussion? And True Front goes out. You know, he got a little jab to his head. Joe Flacco gets knocked so hard his helmet goes flying off.
Did
He
you ever
doesn't
see that
miss
movie?
a game?
Did
Yeah,
you
I
ever
seen
see
that.
the movie Concussion with Will Smith?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The NFL doesn't care. Even Richard Sherman said the NFL doesn't care about the players. They all care is about what it stands for and everything. All they care is about the $90. All they care is about ratings. They don't care about the safety of their players. All it's about the money is the root of all evil, and that's what it is. And I think concussions, like about 2012, I remember that guy Paul or something like that. He beat the crap out of Ridley. He knocked him out, and boom, they didn't do nothing about it. And he almost got I think he got a concussion and he got kicked out of the game. But
yeah, that's just amazing that
all
Flacco
the thing is that the
doesn't miss
NFL
one game.
cares about themselves. They don't care about the players. I seen it is.
How can this dude not be out for 2 or 3 weeks after this hit?
No, they won't, because that's the thing. All is because about that load. They don't care about the players. They don't care about the team. They just bring money and that's it. And that's all. And that's what the owners care about. Not even one owner's gonna pretend. Yeah, I do care and everything. It's just a bunch of bogus. We all know, all the fans here. We all know that, but we get excited and everything, and then we see like somebody get hurt and somebody get a concussion. Like Brissett, he got a concussion. He was still playing. Nothing.
Yeah, we get our guys get a concussion, man. They missing 2 to 3 games.
But I gotta say is like what the person wrote. I mean, he's right. You guys are probably right. The only thing is, what matters is how games are you behind the wild card. That's what matters. And hey, you guys play a solid game. It's like I said on Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday. How many teams has won a Super Bowl after their first loss in the Super Bowl? The only ones the Miami Dolphins, 7-2 Dolphins, and they won back-to-back. But no other team has ever won a Super Bowl before they lost their first Super Bowl. You know, like they lost the Super Bowl. I mean, like the Patriots, when they lost the Super Bowl in 2012, they didn't win back.
Yeah, it's I guess the Super Bowl. What do they call that?
It's not.
I guess
it's
that's
not
a real
easy
thing.
It's not that easy. It's a Super Bowl hangover. Maybe
Super
next
Bowl
year
hangover.
it might be your year, but it depends about who you guys gonna sign, and also are they gonna fire the head coach or they're gonna let him go? I mean, they're gonna keep him.
What coach?
Actually not the head coach, the offensive coordinator.
Man, if they don't let him go, man, shit. I don't know.
Who you guys gonna?
It depends. It depends on what they do with Matt Ryan. If they keep Matt Ryan, then
who's the one that gets the blame? The offensive coordinator or the players? I think it's the offensive coordinator because you guys still have the team. I mean, the offense, you still have a good solid offense, but the thing is, it's got to be the coach. It's got to be the coach of the offense. That's why we got rid of
they're gonna give him one more year.
The middle linebacker coach for New England. I mean, the offensive coordinator, the offensive line. We got rid of him, and then we got back Kornacki. That's why. So it's gotta be one. Somebody is gonna get chopped block, and somebody's gonna get fired from Atlanta. And I don't think it's gonna be Dan Quinn. I don't think they want to do that stuff. They still gotta wait for another year. They're not a rebuilding team. It's just a Super Bowl hangover. Good luck, man. All
right.
It's like you said, the season's not over.
Yeah, I mean it's not over.
I want you guys to make the playoffs to piss off Ball so hard and piss off because he's so fucking annoying anyways. He's a dumbass.
Yeah, I mean there's no way that you can say we're gonna lose every game. Then when we do lose, you say, "Oh, I told you so." I mean,
no. You guys are not worse compared to Kansas City Chiefs.
That doesn't make any sense.
The Chiefs are worse. Did you see the Chiefs game?
No, I was at the Falcons game today.
No, the Chiefs and the Jets, and then the Chiefs one of the Chiefs players, when they were going 2-point conversion, they threw a flag, and then one of the Chiefs players throws a flag.
Oh yeah.
But I say, you guys are not gonna lose every
season started
game.
with this Minnesota Vikings.
Tough duo to deal with, but one of the reasons why I'm optimistic about the Falcons being able to deal with them, they do a great job.
Well, they're going to have their chance. Let's just put it that way, because Adam Thielen, we know what he's done this year. You look at the numbers right there. Outstanding. 3rd in the NFL. Nobody saw that coming. He's got big-time burst, playmaking ability. Stephon Diggs on the other side.
Man-to-man coverage.
Well, and that's the matchup we're looking at here. That Falcons secondary going up against one of the best wide receiver groups in the league. Who would have thought that before the season started with this Minnesota Viking group?
Tough duo to deal with, but one of the reasons why I'm optimistic about the Falcons being able to deal with them, they do a great job in man-to-man coverage.
Well, they're going to have their hands full. Let's just put it that way, because Adam Thielen, we know what he's done this year. You look at the numbers right there. Outstanding. Third in the NFL. Nobody saw that coming. He's got big-time burst, playmaking ability. Stephon Diggs on the other side, one of the best route runners in the league. Also outstanding hands. He's reliable. I think that's the key. You come back to both these guys. Yeah, great route runners. They're quick. They're explosive. They're reliable. They're where they're supposed to be. They've got strong, reliable hands, and they've made Case Keenum look like a darn good quarterback.
They've done a great job of making him look like a really good quarterback. I think the system also has helped them. Pat Sherman's done a great job of dialing up these plays. But at the end of the day, Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs have made the plays. They're winning those 50-50 balls. They do a great job of getting open. They have made life easy for Case Keenum on the perimeter.
All right, tell me what you see from this Falcons secondary, especially these corners on the outside.
One thing about the Atlanta Falcons, when you face the Atlanta Falcons, you can see a lot of man coverage, and they do it in a couple different ways. Most people like to go nose-to-nose and press. They'll play a little press bell or some off coverage. That allows them to play to their strength. Their quickness, the ability to drive on the ball from top down. Here we see at the bottom of the screen, Robert Alford making a break, undercuts it, knocks the ball down. The thing is, you have a similar built player on the other side. Once again, little cover one coverage, Desmond Trufant backing out, little bell technique. He's going to square up, maintains the space, driving from top down, squatting on the route. He's going to beat the receiver to the front pylon, make this play. The Atlanta Falcons are playing better because they're in tight situations. You don't see the ball production because they only have 3 interceptions, but they do a great job of being in the right position.
All right, pick them. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings, and the reason I'm going with the Vikings is more so because I believe the Vikings' defense is better than the Falcons. They're going to find a way to create some turnovers. I think they get it done.
See, you sold me on the Falcons there. I think this Falcons secondary steps up to the challenge against this Minnesota Viking receiving core.
Well, we didn't step up to the challenge. All right, guys, that's my time, man. So for all you guys that's still riding with the Birds, I mean, I'm still riding with them, but you just got to set your expectations to be more realistic. That after week 12, I mean, it is what it is, So, and usually the hottest team takes it all the way to the Super Bowl. I mean, unless this team can find some hotness in the last 4 games, then, it's possible, but highly improbable at this point. So I cannot hear myself. There we go. All right, so that's my time. We'll leave y'all with one more rendition